campaign, going down under.
Defeat all that stand before
Now,
us.
I've mentioned that CoD 2019 is coming up, and now we are possibly a few days away from the teaser trailer being released, and I feel now is the time to talk about what I actually want out of CoD 2019.
We've taken the lead.
And really, there's not much that I want out of it, other than, you know, it being a good game. So, to be a bit more specific, what do I want? Well, I'm going to address the elephant in the room straight away. I want to get rid of the Season Pass one. I feel like it's particularly noticeable if you go back to World War II, because World War II is experiencing a bit of a revival because people are really fed up with Black Ops 4 and the Quinn to sextuple monetization, depending on whether or not you play zombies.
Friendly RCXD inbound.
It's just too much for some people, myself included. So some of them just have left the game to go back to World War II, because World War II, at least, gave people a steady stream of supply drops without them having to fork out a set. Plus they're adding a bunch of new guns. But for the people who bought the Season Pass or bought DLC packs, finding matches outside of shipment 24/7 is actually kind of hard. So basically what I would do with Season Pass is I would rework it into an early access premium pass of sorts, where on top of getting some unique cosmetics or whatnot, or a special calling card, you get early access to maps whenever a new event goes live and new maps get added. Now this would have to be a considerable period, all things considered. Like, I would personally say 2 weeks if I were in charge, but at the same time you have to really drive home how awesome it is to have these things, so I could see it happening like for half of an event's life cycle. So this could be up and around the 1 month area, but again, I would go 2 weeks if I were given complete unrestrained control over how long it lasts. And in the event that there are daily login rewards and the likes, I would actually have improved daily login rewards. So if you get like 200 scrap armory credits or whatnot, you get 400 or 300, and then you get an additional 100 when you get to Master Prestige. Sort of like what eventually happened in Call of Duty World War II. The other elephant in the room I will address is monetization. I will have one monetization scheme. No, not a battle pass with, you know, that you can buy past tiers, a season pass, direct purchases, purchasable contracts, and you know what I'm saying. Rather, I would go with just one form of monetization and let that be it. Because you push people too hard, they're going to push back. And Activision really can't afford to have people pushing back in a transitionary year. Or else it won't be looking too good afterwards. Now, onto actual in-game content. I want more than 20 primary weapons. Black Ops 4 did not have very many primary weapons for the players to use, and this led to a lot of players basically getting the dark matter camo really early on, and they're just getting burned out because they have nothing to do except log in for their daily tier skip. And then when they do add new guns, like the actual primary gun, the one that everyone actually wants, or the one that most people are after, is at tier 100s, and that's like 100 game play hours or 50 hours plus one daily tier skip. Which is just too much for a lot of casual players.
Our counter pipelines in the air. Counter pipeline up.
So going back to the monetization point, I would make, you know, the actual reward system for in-game challenges and multiplayer rewarding. Not, you know, a horrible grind fest that's
ready for launch.
that punishes you if you don't have literally
Friendly RCXD
4 hours
inbound.
a day to commit to Call of Duty. Now, on top of having more than, you know, just bare minimum weapons, I'd have more than bare minimum maps. I'd want to have at least 13 to 14 actual new maps and maybe 2 remakes in the initial lineup roster. World War II kinda died out, or got stale very quickly, because there were only 9 maps in the initial roster. And even when they later added Sandbox, Winter Quarantine, and Shipment, and then Grosvenhouse to the roster, that still really wasn't a lot.
Spy plane standing by.
And while Black Ops 4 did have 14 maps
Our counter spy planes in the air.
to add up, there were only
Our
10
counter spy planes
new
in the air.
maps. And the best maps in the game were the 4 remakes that were in there, that again we got in Black Ops 3, as well as part of the Back in Black pre-order
Friendly
bonus,
RCXD inbound.
or DLC pack that acted as a pre-order bonus in Black Ops 4. Take that, cousin.
Friendly RCXD deployed.
Now, a small thing that I would really want is actually the return of something similar to World War II's War Mode, maybe called Operations Mode or something like that. As War Mode was really a unique mode that, honestly, with the exception of Operation Overlord, all those maps felt really fun to play on. Like just helping drag the team that's just floundering a little bit across the finish line on Operation Griffin,
RCXD inbound.
just managing to stay on the bridge, you know, also again in Operation Griffin,
Counter spy plane standing by.
or, you know, a bomb being planted on our ammo supply. All that stuff.
Friendly RCXD inbound. We're winning the fight, do not stop.
Like, that would be an amazing mode to come back. And honestly, with Infinity War's hit detection, oh my god, that would be amazing. Finally, a little thing that I would like to see is the return of prestige weapons. Now, this is a little oft-overlooked system where
Ready for deployment.
it was originally in Infinite Warfare, where once you reach max level for various prestiges, you'd actually unlock a weapon or a legacy weapon. Like, you had the ARX-160, you had the M1 Garand is one of the rifles you get, or the M1 Carbine. Like, just a little extra something to reward you for prestiging beyond just a new customization slot, as it does get one gun straight away. And yeah, that basically sums up what I would want out of Call of Duty 2019. Come on. Oh, well, we're done here. Anyhow, please like and subscribe if you want to see more content. Until next time, this is ConSubot1, signing out. After we watch my helicopter dance. Oh.